Hey, what's up guys? My name is Moses Lee. This is my new show, Fast Break, where I quickly break down different NBA players, showcase their backgrounds, skills, and how they got to this point today. I know it is currently playoff season, so I'll be talking about that in a bit. Please stay tuned. I will be talking about future projects that I'll be finishing up and future possible guests that can hop on and talk about hoops with me. Thank you. You're listening to the Fast Break podcast with Moses Lee. I know I've been kind of slacking off on the playoffs, but we have just entered round 2 of the playoffs. And something that's crazy that I saw online is that the first time in NBA history to the second round that the seeds 1 through 8 has been entered into the second round. So we got the first seed, Nuggets, second seed, Celtics, third, 76ers, fourth, Suns, fifth, Knicks, sixth, Warriors, 7th, Lakers, 8th, the Heat. So which is going to be pretty crazy, I'm not going to lie. We do have 2 games today on the palette. Today we got the 76ers versus Celtics, and then we got the Suns versus Nuggets. We do see that on the 76ers versus Celtics side, that Joel Embiid is pretty much doubtful for the entire season. So if he doesn't play, I'm pretty sure that the Sixers will not make it past the second round. And then I do believe that Joel Embiid, he is day-to-day right now, so we're not too sure if he's going to play today. I guess we will see later today at by 4:30 Pacific Standard Time, of course. So right now, it does look like the starting 5, let's say if Joel doesn't play, it'd probably be James, Tyrese, Tobias, PJ, and Paul Reed. I don't know how that's going to work. They got Jalen McDaniels, so not too bad, but it is the Celtics. It's an entirely different ball game, you know. Let's see how the Celtics are doing. I don't think any of their players are injured. Nope, none of their players are injured. So just the usual 5: Marcus, Derek, Brown, Tatum, and a Horford. I mean, just not having Joel Embiid does definitely hamper the season for the Sixers, just because that man did everything, and especially with playoffs hardening, we're not gonna be able to really trust that. So if Joel Embiid doesn't play this entire series, I'm going to have to say Celtics in 4 or 5. I'm going to have to say more on the 4 side than the 5 side. Maybe 5 if James Harden goes crazy with Tyrese and maybe Tobias, but we'll see how that goes. Pretty sure that the Celtics will manhandle this series. I mean, if Joel Embiid does play and he is pretty healthy this entire season, or this series, maybe they can push it to game 6, but I still think that the Celtics will make it on top. I don't know. Just for me, I think after the Bucks, they lost. I had them as the as champions, but the Heat just fucking destroyed my hopes, my dreams. So I'm gonna have to go with the Celtics. I mean, I can't really see any other team be a contender kind of like that. Maybe the Warriors, but the Warriors did just go to a 7-game series. But I was talking to my friend, and he's a very avid, obsessed Warriors fan. He said that the reason why they only won up to game 7 is just because the Kings have the greatest offense. So, you know, we just got or they just got contradict that to push this game 7. So yeah, I do have the Celtics winning today. It is at the Celtics home court, so we'll see how that goes. Madison Square Garden is gonna go fucking crazy. Oh, I'm fucking stupid. Sorry, it's a TD Garden. Yeah. So I know a lot of people are currently talking about the playoffs, so I'm gonna have my own little twist to it. I'm gonna make it predict the score, and I'm going to predict who has the most points out of the entire game, like which player. So I think the score it's going to be pretty defense heavy, but with Joel Embiid not there, it's going to really hamper them. So I'm going to have to say Celtics win 122, Sixers 107. That's my final prediction. And then I think the best player out of the entire team will probably going to be Tatum, unless maybe Joel plays, but I still think. Actually, no, I'm going to have to go with Brown. Brown has been freaking consistent as fuck lately. So Brown is going to be top pick out of the game for me. So Brown maybe gonna probably drop like 33, 35. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I do have the Celtics going in 4 to 5 games if Joel doesn't play at all. If Joel does play, it'd probably be Celtics in 6 or 7. That's what I'm gonna have to say. All right, and then now we are moving on to the Nugs and Suns. It does look like the Denver Nuggets, they destroyed the Suns' previous game, and it is still their home court. I just think that the reason why it's like this, I know a lot of people say that the Suns are going to make it to the Western Conference Finals at least, just because they have KD. They don't have much defense. They traded away all their defensive pieces. Mikhail, Cam. It's just going to be tough for them, especially with not that much of a bench depth. So this is probably going to be the starting five. It's going to be Chris Paul, D-Book, Josh Okogie, KD, and Ayton. And it looks like the bench, they have Cameron Payne, Shamit, Damian Lee, Torrey Craig, Jock Longdale, and Biyombo, Terrence Ross, TJ Warren. I don't know, man. It's just a very depleted bench they have. I mean, all those players are really good on their own right. Yeah, so Denver, they got starting five: Jamal, KCP, Michael Porter Jr., Gordon, Jokic. The backup is gonna be Bruce Brown, Christian Braun. They also have Reggie Jackson. Totally forgot about him. Jeff Green, Zeke Naji. I don't know. I guess their bench is also pretty depleted, but at the same time, their starting five, their offensive power is just crazy. They don't have no Josh Okogie, no disrespect. I actually love Josh Okogie. A lot of my homies have been disrespecting his game. But, I mean, I just had him during the stretch when he went off for the Suns, I think, during the KD trade. So KD wasn't really playing. Mikhail was gone. Cam Johnson was gone. So Josh just went off. I had him in my fantasy team. So yeah, I'm gonna have to say the Nuggets are gonna make it on top today. There is a chance that the Suns are gonna win, and I mean just those two. I don't know, man. Suns starting lineup is also really deadly, just because they got D-Book and KD, and then they just have Chris Paul facilitating everything, and they got DeAndre Ayton. It does look like Ayton wants to get out of there desperately, bro. I saw that one clip where he was just standing there. Jokic was getting all the offensive boards, but he could have just. That man was stat padding, bro. Stat pattern on purpose. He saw LeBron James drop 2020. He saw Giannis drop 2020, and he's like, all right, my fucking turn. So, okay, so now time for the predictions. I'm gonna have to say. In a 7-game series, if everyone is healthy, I'm going to have to say the Nuggets are going to make it on top in 6 or 7 games. Most likely 7. It's going to be crazy. I remember last year, they had that Suns and 4 guy. That I don't know where he is. I guess after the first loss, he dipped. Maybe he lives in Denver now. I don't fucking know. But, yeah, going to have to say Nuggets in 6 or 7, most likely 7. It is still the Phoenix Suns with KD, so it's still pretty crazy. Not as much defensive power, but I guess I'm pretty sure they can still at least match their points. So we'll see how that goes. As long as KD or D-Book isn't gonna be breaking every shot. I know D-Book has been besides Jimmy Butler, he's been the most consistent player in the playoffs so far. So we'll see how that goes. For today's game, I'm going to have to say Nuggets. I feel like it's going to be a close game today. I'm going to say Suns 114, Nuggets 118. And the highest points out of all both teams is going to have to be D-Book. That's how I'm going with. The way how I'm going to structure these type of podcasts or, I guess, videos is going to be, I'm not going to be talking about the entire group of all at once. I'm just going to be talking about that single day, about what games are going to be headlined and my thoughts and my views about them. I mean, just, it's going to be pretty short. I'm not trying to make each video like 10-15 minutes long. It's gonna be more of a process. Try try to stick with me. Trying to slowly start to grow my channel. I just started it, so much support, much happiness. So please continue to support me. Please like, please comment, please subscribe, please share if you want to. I don't know if you want to. There's already a shit ton of thousands of basketball YouTube channels out there, so pretty sure they're a lot more better than mine. I'm trying to make my shit A1, and I'm trying to get that podcast started. I am in talks with a couple of my homies in order to start this NBA podcast, but I don't know. It's already playoffs, and it is going to be off season real soon, so we'll see how that goes. Maybe we could just talk about the off season. For me, it's one of the most important things of basketball. That's how you build your team. That's how you get your pieces you want. It's the most important time for you to add pieces, subtract pieces, especially with coaches, staff, players, everyone. So be careful, keep your eyes out on that. Thank you very much for listening, and catch you guys soon. Peace.